Hello, and welcome on back to Baseless Claims, our casual conversational comedy podcast. My name is Tay, hey. Even trucks need love, too.
My name is Tori, the biggest boy, Thompson.
My name is Tyler. I think Tay wants to fuck a truck.
Who doesn't? Look, baby. You see a Ford F-150 on the streets, and if it's 2019 or newer, you're telling me you're not going to check out that exhaust pipe? You are. Don't lie to yourself and everyone.
I did see a truck on the street, and
What'd you think it was? It like a tow mater truck where you're just like, yeah.
No.
Ka-chow.
But it was a truck. It was a truck that had a bumper sticker on it that said, "I bought this truck for gay reasons."
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask you, too, what that meant.
Huh.
It's so they could have 35 of their gayest best friends in the back of that Ford F-150. Because that cab and the bed fit more than ever, like Tori said, 2019 and newer. You've got a lot of wiggle room in there. So you can have a lot of your 20 closest and gayest friends in there for extremely gay sex.
Yeah, well, we've all seen the guy who's like, yeah, I got a truck, so I'm going to put a tarp in the back and fill it with hose water, and now it's a little moving pool. That's gay.
It's a little gay.
There's nothing wrong with that, but it's gay.
No, of course.
That's a definitive, like, it's a little gay, but if it works, you know?
Mm-hmm.
A justification I've used 1,000,000 times in my life.
I just wanted to give that one the breathing room it deserved.
Yeah.
Well, just think about, like, you're out at a patio on the summer,
Mm-hmm.
and you want a lemonade. You know what I mean?
You're gonna do whatever it takes to get that lemonade.
Yeah. Ma'am. Could I get one lemonade, please? Thank you. Like, yeah.
What are they gonna? They're gonna be like, he's a bit fruity. A lemonade. Yeah. Like, oh.
Yeah. So anyway, justification I've used. Anyway, this truck, what color?
It was like a bright apple red.
Okay. Well, not a.
And it was a bright apple red. It was lifted, and I do believe it did have the passenger cab. Like, it was a 4-door truck, not just like a 2-door.
Oh,
a big
that's
boy.
A big boy.
Uh-huh.
That is certainly
you
a big
can
boy.
fit Dirty Mike and all the boys.
Yeah, so not only was this truck bought for gay reasons, this truck can handle a lot of gay reasons.
And that's the power of the Ford F-150
It really
2019
is.
and newer.
Like, I've never looked at a vehicle like that before, specifically a truck, and thought, like, when is this ever necessary, especially in the city? Who ever needs a vehicle like this? And then I saw it was for gay reasons, and I was like, oh, fuck, I kind of get it now.
Yeah, maybe the person saw the truck and was like, I can't explain this. That's a bear right there.
I'd love to get inside of that, is what they said.
Mm-hmm.
And then the car dealer was like, that sounds a bit, like...
Oh, right, we're doing a podcast. You can't see that I've just flapped my wrist at my camera.
Yeah.
I did see, and I'm very pleased about this recently, that we're taking over Europe again via truck. The Ford F-150 has crash landed in the Netherlands and is now legally being sold. A massive F-250 is being sold in the Netherlands. Mm-hmm. And that, to me, is beautiful. I'm sick of subsidizing the European lifestyle, okay? They're all like, look at the trains. We have trains that go everywhere. I hope, now that we brought the F-150 in there, we just plow all of Europe and make it all highways. Make it one big 15-lane highway.
Hey, guess what, gang? You're going to want drivable cities if you don't have to drive a dainty little Peugeot. Like, if you get into an F-250, you're going to be like, baby, I don't want to go 5 minutes. I want it to be a 30-minute ride at least.
Also, the first thing you're going to ask, you step into that F-250, first thing you're thinking of, does this country have a Costco? Do we have a Costco here? This is how it starts. Welcome to the greatest country in the entire fucking world, dipshits. You've now entered the danger zone. And then Kenny Loggins starts playing. And it's like,
On the
boom,
premium
get
sound
rid of the
system.
get rid of the fucking stupid river channels you have. Oh, look, it's a nice water feature. Plow over the architecture that's from like the 1300s. That's a highway now, baby.
Yep. When Tyler said Kenny Loggins, it did give me the brain blast I needed to understand what the person is doing gaily in this car. And that is everything we just described, but instead of welcome to the danger zone or whatever, he's listening to Kenny Loggins playing with the boys. That's what was gay about it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Pick your poison. Do you want Top Gun or do you want Top Gun Maverick? Both of those scenes are pretty gay when they're playing volleyball and then football on the beach.
And what's markedly very interesting about Top Gun Maverick is that there are like women in that scene playing volleyball, and yet still somehow it's super gay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an interesting line they toe, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. It's more of an analysis on like societal commentary in that, where the original Top Gun, like no question, homoerotic with shirtless, oiled up men playing beach volleyball. But in the modern era, that can still be achieved without showing direct homosexuality.
Yeah, it's because Tom Cruise is our best actor. He's one of Hollywood's last standing true titans of the industry. That's what you get when you bring in Tom Cruise to that flick. You get a power you just can't harness anywhere else.
If Tom Cruise is there, there will be implied gayness.
It's just gonna be in the movie and it's just gonna work, you know? And you're gonna be like, that was really good. He does all his own stunts too, so you know he would do that stunt as well if push ever came to shove.
Whoa.
I have a terrorist that lives next door to me. Is the only way I can put this.
Let him explain literally any part of
just,
it, Tay, before you say anything.
I know, but like...
Oh, okay, keep going.
No, Tay, they're white, you racist. I'm not just assuming they're terrorists because they aren't white.
No.
That's pretty racist of you.
This is like the fourth or fifth topic you've brought up of like disparaging people in your neighborhood. I think you just don't like living next to people, dude.
Yeah, no, I'd much rather be sat on like, 10 acres. I don't have any neighbors. I can shoot a shotgun in my backyard just in the air for fun if I wanted. It'd be pretty sick.
That would be pretty sick.
Yeah.
No, I live next to domestic terrorists for their evil plans that they put on the neighborhood, and it's school fundraisers. Those are an act of domestic terrorism.
That is pretty evil, yeah.
When they go around the neighborhood and they knock on your door and they're like, "Do you want to buy magazines to support my school? We're trying to build a new gymnasium," or some shit like that. It's just like, A, I pay taxes for this, don't I? B, fuck your stupid little gym. Play outside, get some dirt in you. No. They're going around and they're selling chocolate bars. And on the chocolate bar, it says world's finest chocolate bar. Bullshit.
Fuckers.
Bullshit. I fucking doubt the world's finest chocolate is being sold by like Crest Hill Elementary School or some shit.
Yeah.
I doubt you got the sauce for that.
Yeah, that's the only chocolate they've ever tasted. If they popped one Lindor ball into their mouth, they'd be like, "Oh fuck, this is way better."
This is way better.
Pop a fucking Kit Kat. Like,
oh yeah.
Infinitely better. You put any Kit Kat, literally anything is better than that. But they're my neighbor, so I have to be like, and they like just moved in, so I have to be like, yeah, oh, that's super nice. Yeah. Because they're just at that threshold where it's like, I don't know if I should talk to you like you're like a child or like an adult now. You know, when they're at their like 9 to 10-year-old threshold and you're like, when do I start talking to you like you're just like a dude, you know?
Yeah. Do I talk to you like my
fair.
dog or like my bro?
Yeah. They're like right on that cusp. And she's going around the neighborhood with her dad and she's like, does the whole spiel, this is what I'm doing chocolate for. And I'm like, I think I have cash because who the fuck has cash on them anymore? The only cash I really have is my $2 bill, and I'm not giving that up. I've had that since I was like 5.
I guess you trust banks.
No, I have it all buried in gold in my backyard. Absolutely
thank you.
not.
That's not cash, though. Yeah.
And I'm not just going to like ding off like a tiny little piece of gold and be like, this should cover it.
Just a barter. She's like, I'll tell you what, I'll take one of those and you can have this this nice chair. It's handmade.
You'll love this. Yeah, I'm doing a bartering system. No, so I'm like, I think I got cash inside. So I have to run in because you can't just say no. Otherwise it's like, wow, so we just moved in and you're telling my daughter you're not going to buy her chocolate for her school that's doing a fundraiser?
I mean, I feel like that's right in your wheelhouse, though, is to come up with an excuse that's believable and also spins it on them.
I think we're about to hear it.
Something along the lines of like, oh, actually, I've got diabetes, so I can't really eat chocolate.
Wow, that's pretty ableist of you to come in here and try and give me more diabetes. I don't know how diabetes works.
Nobody, even doctors don't. They don't even know what's in the needle. They just they're like, stab yourself once a day, I think.
I think it's to get the blood out. Like if the blood sugar gets too high, the point of pricking their finger is to get
It's a letting.
the blood out because the blood has too much sugar.
Yeah.
It could very easily be done with leeches.
A
We could just put
vampire.
leeches on diabetic people.
Leeches also probably more likely.
Vampires?
Tori,
Yeah,
I'm sure.
maybe.
Tori,
Who
vampires
knows,
is a
dude?
good idea.
They
Okay,
both seem
Thank you.
pretty archaic and out of date.
like I know some people have like the tap thing on their arm now, so their smartphone can look at their diabetes level or something. I don't know.
Imagine having to put in a tip every time you did that.
You want to tip your doctor? So I'm like looking around the house for cash, and then I finally come out, and all I have is a 5, and I'm like, do you have change? Like, can you break change? And they're like, yep. And I'm like, okay, so it's $1 per bar. Yep. Okay, I'll take one of the wafer kind, and then I give them the 5, and her dad's with her, and her dad's handling the money, and they're like, okay, so I want one wafer, and then he takes my 5, and he's like, just one? And I'm like, bro, come the fuck
Motherfucker.
on. Bro, hey, don't push it, man, okay? Don't fucking push it.
You already
You're lucky
have
I'm
me-
doing the one.
You already have me at an emotional gunpoint right now, dude. Like, chill out.
Also, I'm in my sweats. I'm not prepared for this. Like, buddy, I'm rolling off heroin right now.
You ruined my evening and are continuing.
Yeah, like, you know that scene in Breaking Bad where Jesse shoots up and then he's like floating to the ceiling? I was in the middle of that. You interrupted that.
Are you doing hard drugs, Tyler?
Yeah,
Don't
heroin.
ask about it. He's not ready yet.
Oh, okay.
And that just to me was just like, bro, you're lucky I'm getting the one, okay? And I was so proud of myself because I didn't fold either. I was like,
Good.
nope, just
Good
the
for
one,
you, dude.
just the one. Not a fucking chance you're getting me on more of these shitty chocolates from your stupid elementary school. I know the principal's probably embezzling this money. You stupid idiot.
Also, sell something better. Who gives a fuck about the chocolate bars? You know what? Okay, Girl Scouts have it down because people like their shit. If someone comes up to me and they want to sell butter braids, oh, I'm fucking in. I'm going to spend $100
I'm so
with
fucking
you.
in. I'm so fucking in. At this point, I think I'd take the magazine subscription. That's better than your shitty chocolate. Like,
But what's the magazine for, though? Is it like People?
you gotta be like, you got any magazines for jerking off? You got any
All right, just ask. Oh, whoa. Don't kill the messenger.
Whoa.
Just asking questions here.
I
God,
subscribe to a
I didn't
couple.
know fifth graders were this woke.
Sorry, didn't know. Yeah, didn't know your elementary school was gonna go all woke on me. Okay, I guess I'm not allowed to jerk off to magazines anymore. Fuck you. Yeah, I feel like if they were selling like a copy of Nintendogs, maybe I would buy that.
Sure.
Like, even though I don't have like a 3DS, I would maybe get a copy of Nintendogs.
You could eBay one.
What were those? You know those kind of like chrome white looking. They looked like those, not chrome, those old Mac computers where they were kind of like see-through and had the color on them.
Yeah.
You know the dogs that looked like that they used to
the
sell?
little,
Yes. Holy fuck.
What were they called? I know what you're talking about.
Extremely rectangular heads.
Oh, absolutely. And they did like little like swivel motions.
They looked like a very like a Mac. It literally looked like the iDog. It literally you could have
I
marketed
think it might have actually just been called that.
Did Steve Jobs take that? Steve Jobs rip that? Anywho, if they were selling that, I'd get that. I would 100% get that.
Yeah. Oh, we have Lego sets for sale. Oh, perfect. I'd love 2 of them, please.
You know what I'm noticing? A lot of the stuff that you're saying that you would buy are non-consumable. Would you prefer a peddling of wares that are not consumable other than like someone showing up to your door that is consumable? I understand that the Girl Scouts is the exception, but I think the Girl Scout cookies are always going to be the exception to this. So let's just forget
even
about
kind
that.
of not, though, a little bit, because like my mom will buy me 3 boxes of these fucking bitch-ass cookies every year. I eat like 5 or 6, and I throw the rest away.
What? You're crazy.
I'm almost 30 years old. I don't eat that many cookies.
Fair enough.
Literally, you're gonna balloon if you do.
Fair enough.
You're gonna grow. And at that point,
I'm
when you're
vulnerable,
30,
I am vulnerable enough to say to both of you, that if I had a box of whatever those fucking caramel delights are, they'd be gone before the end of the podcast.
yeah, it do be. That's why I got to keep it out of my house.
Yeah, no,
because
it's a danger.
when they're in the house is when all bets are off. Then I don't even realize I'm doing it. It's unconsciously just like going into my mouth. And that's what I need to just like avoid is the unconscious snacking of it. That's why they need to have a way better door-to-door system. Weed is now legal. Can they sell edibles?
That would go crazy.
Can the elementary schools sell edibles?
That
would
as
be
long
great.
as they're supervised by a parent, I don't see a problem with it.
Hey, you guys want to make money or not? Because these chocolate bars are going to make you $12 at the end of it. And you have the entire class of 700 selling these bitches, okay? You know what? Just all you need is 3 kinds, an indica, hybrid, sativa. Send those kids door to door and they are going to make millions. Have 3 gymnasiums, baby.
Old people are going to go crazy for that shit. Those are the biggest buyers. Old people are going to go nuts for that.
Absolutely
fuck it.
insano mode.
3 gymnasiums, a new library. You could fund a space mission
You could
at
be
your
one of those
fucking elementary
hoity-toity
school.
schools with a fucking pool in it.
Yeah, you could get yourself a pool. You could get yourself a fucking computer lounge. Like you could set up like an esports team. You'll have that much. Fucking Kick is going to want to sponsor your elementary school. This is now going to be Kick Woodrow Wilson Elementary School. Sponsored by DraftKings.
Yeah.
Ooh, there's an idea. Door-to-door gambling sales where like you can have kids like take in money on like sporting events.
But I need the person who knocks on my door. I need like a 3rd grader that is dressed like a bookie that gives off the vibe that he couldn't give a fuck less if I place a bet or not, but I'd be losing easy money if I don't. He knocks on the door, he's got pencil in hand, he's like, look, I got Jimmy and Skylar fighting after recess, okay, on Tuesday. Jimmy and Skylar, they're gonna fight after recess on Tuesday. You want in on this or not? Jimmy, it's an easy bet. Jimmy's an easy bet on this, okay?
I don't got time for you to
2-1
ask your
odds.
wife. I place a bet, all right? I got people to see.
You want a little bit of info? Jimmy hit puberty and had a growth spurt of 5 inches this past week. And Johnny, the other kid he's fighting, still drinks Capri Suns. Who the fuck do you think is going to win? It's easy money, make a bet.
He plays, hey, you want to know what the other guy does during recess? He plays Roblox on his iPad, okay?
This other kid, he's doing pull-ups on the monkey bars.
He looks like he's in a federal penitentiary. They look like they got him locked up on that jungle gym, okay? He's doing 25 pull-ups, not even breaking a sweat. Easy money on Jimmy. Either you take this bet right now or I walk, I go to your neighbor's house, she puts down 4-1 odds and she cashes out, okay? What do you want?
Let me tell you what. I don't want to tell you what to do with your money. But that kid over there did a backflip off the swing set. So you make up your own mind, all right? I got places to be.
I'm extremely busy. Ends every sentence with, I'm extremely busy.
And he's balding. I don't know how, but he is.
He's balding.
And it's gross. It looked fucked up.
You're a little bit confused in the beginning. You're like, is this just like a little person that's like 50 years old, or is this actually a third grader? Like, I don't know.
Did I miss a couple of months?
It's just like, look, I don't want to tell you what to do with your money. If you got to go ask your wife if you want to spend your money. What, does she keep the coffers locked up from you? Are you even a real man? Do you control your own bank account?
Just belittling.
He's 4'5", and you're like, what the fuck?
This is like an extension of Boss Baby.
Look, if
gambling
the world incepted, they created the world in which infants are professionals. There's going to be other things other than corporate executives. I've never seen the Boss Baby, don't know exactly what his profession is, but
I think he closes deals, maybe. He's like a
that
deal closer.
Right. Deal closer, accounts manageable.
Licks the pen. He's like, come on, what can I put you down for? 200, 200, 200? I mean, come on. I'm only going to take a little bit off the side. Like, literally, I charge such a small commission on these, you're not even going to notice anything, okay?
$50. All right, I'm out of here. I don't got time for these lowball bets, all right?
And the commission is so low, and even that part of the commission, I have to send over to the school for a new gymnasium or whatever the fuck they want me to do with it.
Let's look at it this way. 50 fucking dollars. What am I gonna do with this? Okay, you know how many Scholastica books I can get with $50? Barely nothing anymore. You know who's in office? Joe Biden. Bidenflation. Okay, I can't afford any Scholastica books with $50. Plus $50. You see what he's doing? Johnny's got 3 teardrop tattoos, and he's in the 4th grade. Okay? I'm telling you, it's the easiest money you've ever spent in your life. No, I don't take checks. What?
What the fuck is a Venmo?
Cash only. Cash only. Cash is king around these parts, baby, okay? Nothing else.
And then turns the little tip screen around for you.
Look, I'm just saying, tip your bookies, okay? Tip your bookies. Then you lose bad on a bet, I don't come break your knees. That's just how this works, okay? I got a cousin in the 7th grade. He's done time already, okay? He'll break your knees.
So we've got door-to-door gambling, door-to-door trinket sales that aren't consumables.
I think door-to-door Gamefly or DVD rentals.
That'd go pretty crazy, yeah.
And he's got the exact same attitude of places to be. He's like, look, if you want it $5 right now, I'll give you Avatar 2 Way of the Water. It's Blu-ray, okay?
They're not
it's 4K
legitimate.
Blu-ray.
They're all like burned CDs in like jewel cases.
Yeah, it's Adavar Waters Way.
It is the real movie. Like, he's running a legitimate business because he can't. That's the thing, is he can't scam too many people. Otherwise, no one's ever going to trust him, right?
No, they're
What if it's
legit.
just like what if it's the LimeWire version where it's like, okay, technically this is the song, but I didn't realize for 15 years that the song that I had heard was actually like a live recording from Berlin in 2004 and not the album recording. And so
Yeah.
I didn't know what the actual song sounded like.
The quality isn't quite there, but it's good enough, you know? It's better than watching like a free like
A Tubi movie.
yeah, like a compressed to shit watch movies online type shit.
Yeah, like 1, 2, 3 movies type shit. Like, it is better than that because he's got to compete with them. But he's like, okay, look, $2 right now. It was never released physically, okay? And he's got like, I got the Criterion collection. He opens up a comically large coat. He's like, I got Marvel. I got the Criterion collection. You a big horror guy? I've got horror classics. I've got all of these, okay? What do you want? What do you want? Come on.
I will take...
They've all got Slavic subtitles. And no, you can't turn it off, all right?
You can't turn off the subtitles, okay? That's just how you got to do with it. You see Endgame yet? You see any of the Marvel movies yet? I got Endgame right here.
I got Avengers Forever fight. Buy a copy, please.
I got Avengers you haven't even seen before. I got the next 4 Avengers movies. They haven't even put them out yet, okay?
You know what? I will take the new Godzilla versus Kong movie. I have a $5 bill here. Is that gonna cover it?
Yeah, I got Godzilla versus Gonk.
I've got Godzilla versus Gonk or Godzilla minus Kong.
You see, it's the second movie they did together, Godzilla versus Kong, but it's without all the Kong scenes. We got rid of them if you want just a Godzilla movie. My uncle put together that cut. He's a video editor, you could say. And he did a great job.
Can you tell him that the edit that he did of
Sublime, I know.
the new Spider-Verse movie was really good. Though halfway through, you can hear a smoke detector go off for a couple of seconds.
Yeah, it stays on too. Yeah, he
Yeah.
was smoking inside. Yeah, every 35 seconds you get a beep. Yeah, he don't change the batteries.
I really enjoyed the classic movies that you offer as well. Like I had a great time watching his cut of Turner and Pooch, but I was wondering if you could maybe do some classic from the 60s. I just love cinema.
Yeah. Look, you like Judy Garland. We got The Wizard of Oz. It's a sequel they didn't really put out yet. You're gonna love it, okay? Maybe Singing in the Rainstorm. We got one of those. Two Mice, Two Men. There's double the amount of retarded guys in this one. What do you want? I don't got all day. We got a student cut version of The Matrix. You see, it's The Matrix films, but whenever Keanu Reeves would have been on the screen, we've CGI replaced him with a much better actor. So trust me, it's gonna be wicked good. You're gonna love it.
How do you get him back then, though, huh? Does he just come around every day? Is he are you talking a DVD, a little Bostonian DVD third grader grown man?
Yeah, he's a mobile redbox.
He's a mobile red.
He's a mobile redbox.
And it's a daily thing, just like the USPS or the good old
Well, it
milkman.
can't be daily.
He'll come around.
That's a bit extreme.
And if you didn't watch it on the first, he's like, look, we got an easy return policy on this one, okay? Super easy return policy. You don't got to watch it the first or second day, okay? We'll give you 3 days. And then what he doesn't tell you is that if you don't watch it in 3 days, it shoots up from $1 a night to like $45 a night.
Yeah.
And then he doesn't show up after the 4th day to collect. So he's like, well, you had it for 6 days. And it's like, but you didn't come pick it up. It was ready. And he's like, look, I don't want to have to get anyone else involved in this, okay? I like you. How about we just call it an even $150, okay?
Which is, it's like still egregious, but like so much less but still insane.
Fuck.
I think we should do one day. You know what? I am so sick of this, like, oh God, I don't know. Like, there's so many shows. I gotta get caught up on Fallout. I gotta catch up on Shogun. I gotta watch this. Like, there's too many shows. Let's kill the backlog, okay? Kill the backlog, get a tiny grown man third grader who brings it every day, and you have to watch his cuts of movies.
Yeah, or it's extraordinarily expensive, and you don't know who's enforcing that. It could be the 5th graders, which actually have like some physical power behind them.
Yeah. Well, and they will cut you to the fucking bone.
Yeah.
Verbally.
You open the door and they're like, oh, you're fat. Okay. It's like, what? What? Yeah, you've got like some like beneath the chin, like some skin hanging. Anyway, we're here to
What
pick
are you,
up
like
the DVDs.
40? Haha, lit, gyat, and then they run away.
Skibbity.
You must think I'm a skibbity toilet if you think you're not giving me back that DVD today, okay? Plus, it's like a shuffle feature, you know? Like, you never know. Like, what are we going to sit down tonight and watch? I have no idea.
Are you saying there's a special category called the mystery collection, which are unlabeled, unmarked DVDs?
Let's do it. Kill the backlog, get a mean little kid. That's all we have to do. Then that life is so much simpler.
How many times have you been sitting there on YouTube, Netflix, whatever, just scrolling for something to watch, like at the end of your day, and you're just like, not really feeling
I'll spend
anything.
more time looking than I will watching.
Exactly.
I'm sick
so
of
if you
it.
cut out that backlog, like you're saying, just the choice is made for you. That's the big part.
Quit making it hard for yourself. Get this grown man, little child, third grader who's balding, who operates as your personal redbox, and then you're good. And look, I just want to kill two birds with one stone here, because Proppin asked, Redbox has got to be a scam, right? How do they make money in this day and age?
Sure.
This is how they make money.
This is how they make money.
They send a little third grader grown man around every neighborhood and they collect egregious late fees if you don't watch their Slavic cuts of movies.
Mm-hmm.
And also, isn't Redbox just don't you just think it'd be a better format, Then instead of paying for, you could market it really easily where like, do you really want to pay for 8 different streaming services? Why not
Literally,
just
though.
rent one DVD for $1,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much they cost anymore. It used to be $1.
It used to be a
Not
nice
under
price.
Biden.
But I feel like at this point, all the Redbox machines are just operational because they like built them pretty decently. But the company had to have gone under, right? And they're just like, well, we can't afford to go reclaim all of these machines. So I guess every Walgreens will just have one for forever.
Here's the thing. They got new movies in it, though.
Oh,
Like, they got
shit.
they got Oppenheimer in the Redbox.
What,
Oh,
really?
fuck.
What the fuck?
They got Oppenheimer in that Redbox. There's got to be like a Santa for Redbox, because I agree. I think that company is fucking tits up. Like, they're done. But like, there's little Redbox Keebler elves that like, oh, we liked the Barbie movie, and then they restock it overnight, and no one sees them do it.
Yeah,
I do want to dive into that. I want to put on my conspiracy hat and make one of those fucking shit ass videos on YouTube about this.
Did you know that in 2016, Redbox officially went bankrupt, but someone is filling all of the machines with new DVDs? Don't you think it'd be kind of cool if you could do the Redbox? Oh, fuck, they're going to take this one. You know what? Have it. It's yours. I don't care. They're bankrupt. If it saves them, good. If you could buy a movie combo where like you get your movie and then boop, boop, a little thing of Milk Duds comes with it or something. Like it's also a vending. It already looks like a vending machine.
Yeah, that would go crazy.
That'd go fucking hard.
Yeah, because then you don't have to walk into the Walgreens and make a separate transaction. It's just part of the same transaction.
Walgreens is the saddest place on earth.
Oh, it's awful. It makes me so upset every time.
It looks like a zombie apocalypse already happened.
Mm-hmm.
That is just, I think, like a CVS, a Walgreens, like companies like that. They just always look like someone just looted the store. They're just seemingly always out of everything.
They're always out of everything. Something just feels off. Like the music that's playing is never contemporary. It's always like B-side songs from like 2010 where you're like, oh, I guess I heard that
from
once.
Singapore.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, wait, what? I've never
I had
heard
to
this
go in there
before.
to buy just a gallon of like distilled water or something. I bring it up to the counter. I'm like, making noise, like my footsteps. I'm like setting jugs on the thing. This woman is standing there just playing on her phone, facing me directly. And I kind of stood there like, oh, she must just be finishing. So, like, I get it. You got to finish the message, whatever. That's totally fine. Good 45 seconds to a minute goes by where I'm just like enough time passed where I had to pull out my phone to not make it awkward that I'm just staring at her. And then I was like, I just would like to buy these. And she looks up at me, sets her phone down with like I could feel the eye roll in the slam. And then she just puts it in and doesn't say a word to me the entire transaction.
Oh,
That
sorry.
sucks.
Was I making you do your job at your job? Sorry. Sorry about that. Do you think it's Cillian Murphy that restocks the red boxes?
We can hope.
I don't know who that is.
We know.
Oppenheimer himself?
Oh,
The Peaky Blinders man?
no.
The Scarecrow.
The Scarecrow in the Dark
28
Knight
days
movies?
later.
Didn't see that one either.
Okay. Well, hey, hey, you need this movie delivery service pretty
That's what
fucking
I'm
bad.
fucking saying. I would pay, if that little third grader came around with his balding head and weirdly transparent visor and was just like, hey, I've got all the classics right here on the side of my coat.
Way of the Walker.
For you, there's 50 DVDs here, but I will let you rent them for $30 total. I would, oh my God,
night.
I would do that in a fucking heartbeat.
$30 total for one night. What was that? $30 total for one night.
Hey, no more questions. I got places to be, all right?
Do you want these DVDs or not? Otherwise, somebody else is going to get these DVDs, and they're going to be great.
And then you'll never see Terminator.
That took you a beat to pull any movie.
Yeah.
The concept of a film.
I just
a
wanted
beat.
to choose a movie that was like a classic that a lot of, if not everyone, has seen that I hadn't. And I wanted to choose
Any
like a good
James
example.
Cameron movie.
I've seen the first Avatar.
Second one's way better and way wetter.
James Cameron likes them wet, dude.
He loves them wet, and he makes them wet too. He makes his films so gushy, and it's for us.
Gushy. Squishy.
You don't even want to know what that Avatar 2 popcorn bucket looked like. It was way sloppier.
Gross.
And it had their like 4-fingered hands, and it slow jerked you.
Oh.
Anywho, I figured it
You
out.
had to
I cracked
connect
the
your
case.
hair with it.
I cracked the case on this red box. I figured it out. The red box isn't where the DVD comes from. It's where the balding third grader goes back to. It's like his hobbit hole. That's where he lives.
Oh, okay.
He just crawls in the little DVD dispenser box, and it's just him in there that's just grabbing flicks that you could pick the gray. It doesn't matter. He's going to be like, no. You like Liam Neeson, you're going to love Taken 2 way better, okay?
Yeah, the screen is just one way. So like you see the screen as you're punching things in, but the kid on the inside can see you and makes judgments based on that. Oh, I like that a lot, actually.
Yeah, oh, no.
You pick what you want, and then he gives you a recommendation that he thinks you'll like based on what you wanted to see. Like, one that he prefers. You're like, Need for Speed, get that garbage out of here. You gotta see Fast X.
Okay. Need for Speed, the one with Jesse from Breaking Bad? No. Fast X is the way to go. This one has John Cena, okay?
Someone punches in like, I don't know, what's a pretentious movie that's out right now?
Just make up a title.
Dune 2.
Like someone punches in Dune 2 and the kid's just like, nah, you pretentious asshole. Here's an Avengers.
Do something where they speak American,
Here's Avengers Endgame, you fuck.
Lisan al-Gaib. Lisan al, get out of here. You're gonna love the way Spider-Man swings around, okay? Come on, you love Tom Holland. His girlfriend's in the Dune movie, so you basically like this movie, okay?
Bene Gesserit, what the fuck is all that business?
They're like witches, but they're hot, but sometimes they're old. Who gives a shit? Some of them are Leah Seydoux, and some of them are your great-grandmother. I don't like any of that. You gotta check out Spider-Man. They brought J.K. Simmons back for this one.
Do you think the Milk Duds in this situation only dispense if the movie that he recommends is the exact same one that you would have picked?
It's got to be wine pairings.
You know the quarter machine where you used to like put a quarter in, turn it, and then like a gumball like spirals out of it, and then it comes out of the like. It's kind of like that where you open it and like loose room temperature Milk Duds fall into here. They're not in the
Just
box.
a few. Yeah, no.
they're kind of like melted, and it's like, oh.
And you don't actually know, because like I said, I think we could do that with the wine pairing concept too, where it's like the little boy's in there and he's just gonna make a judge. He's gonna give the judgment call on what movie and what candy he's gonna give you with it.
But he's really bad at it sometimes because he can't drink and he doesn't really know what wines taste like.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, this wine would go great with Sour Patch Kids. And it's like, I don't think
It's like
any
the
wine on earth
driest
would do-
red wine imaginable.
Look, I don't know much about this movie, but enjoy Love Actually and this Mickey's. All right.
I'll tell you what. I don't have the movie that you're looking for, but what I am going to give you is Spider-Man 2 and a box of snow caps, and you're going to have a great time.
That's a good pairing, actually. I
It
think I
really
would eat
is.
snow caps and watch Spider-Man 2.
Some of them are real special. Like, he'll give you like an Arizona tea. Like, the dispenser doesn't quite fit it though, so he's like, it's like shoving it through.
It's like a dog
breaking the
trying to get a
can.
stick through a fence that's too small.
Not
Tries to get it in
quite big
there.
enough to get it through there.
Nothing's going to go with free guy like this Arnie Palmer.
Like, you like click on anything and he's like, psst, hey, I got twisters early in here, okay? You know, with Glenn Powell, Twisters, the sequel to the movie Twister. This
Hey,
one,
buddy.
we got so many more tornadoes in this one, okay? There's a fucking tornado every 5 minutes in this movie, okay? You're gonna want this one. Here, I don't really have a cup for it, but I got some leftover icy that I can dump in your hand.
Hey, you still got that coffee cup in your car? Go dump it out. I got something for you.
Actually, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna say a pairing. You let me know if this makes sense. I feel like this makes sense.
Okay.
Twisters, the upcoming Glenn Powell sequel to Twister, the 1990s movie, and you pair that with red vines, not Twizzlers, red vines.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
it's off-brand, and you're like, I've never had
Is
red
it
vines because I'm a
off-brand,
Twizzler
though?
guy.
Red
Is it
vine?
I've
Brand,
never
or is it
once had
Coke
a
and
red
Pepsi?
vine.
No.
I don't know. I feel
Red
like
vines are
anyone would say
completely
Twizzler.
different. Twizzlers are like what you would expect a red squishy piece of candy to taste like. Red vines
Yeah.
are different.
No. I don't get me wrong. I like Twizzlers and I also do like red vines. I'm saying though, are red vines off brand or is it Coke and Pepsi? Is it Barks and A&W? You know,
I
are
see
they
what
just
you're
two
saying.
sides of the same coin? You're right. Like they are very different, but also like this is all just brown fizzy I drink.
That's a fair assessment. The only thing is, I don't go, man, I could really go for a Pepsi and not a Coke. They're kind of the same thing. But I can do that with red vines and Twizzlers. Do you see what I'm saying?
No, 'cause that's
I-
crazy what you just said. But anyway,
I picture red vines like this. At your friend from elementary school's 9th birthday party, his parents can't afford all the cool birthday party stuff. So they have red vines.
But
That's red vines. to
it's
me.
one of those like
I'm so
big
fucking
ass-
sorry I started this conversation.
No, it's one of those like big ass plastic tubs of red vines, but there's some missing, yet you were the first person to show up.
Yeah. Jimmy's family doesn't have money. They can't afford Twizzlers. They have red vines. They don't even have a bouncy castle at his birthday party. This shit sucks.
Why can't Ethan be more like Connor? Connor's out there hustling, you know?
He's providing for this family.
If you get a movie that this balding 8-year-old doesn't like, he spits the leftover sunflower seeds into your hand and he doesn't give you the movie.
I'm so happy you said that because I did picture him having sunflower seeds the entire time.
He 100% does.
What movie would you punch into the screen where he would get out of the bread box and beat you up?
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. What
Oh, boy.
is currently in Redbox? Damn, they have a fully functioning website. That's crazy. I did not think they would have that. Okay. Currently in the redbox lineup, the movie that I think, he's spitting in your hand for this one. The Last Duel with Matt Damon and Adam Driver, the Ridley Scott one. Not even the newest I don't even think it's the third newest Ridley Scott movie.
That man's been pumping them out. He should retire.
He pumps out one a year. So to have if you were like The Last Duel, he'd be like, "What? Are you kidding me? You not even House of Gucci?" Okay.
Did you see his fucking dumb white hair? His dumb white hair and the woke ass plot line.
I fucking hate Matt Damon, okay? I hate this fucking guy.
This is just a game that's like, hey, what are things that Tay doesn't know? So she's really struggling to find an in.
I pulled up the list of movies in Redbox. Just try. I am fucking trying.
Like,
right
the
now.
box art looks okay.
Oh, don't worry, darling. He's like, Harry Styles, not an actor, not a serious actor I will ever take seriously.
The worst part of Dunkirk.
You punch in Zootopia. You punch in Zootopia, and the only thing comes out is like a list of therapists in the area.
You might be right on that one.
You've come back a lot for Zootopia. I'm just saying, the disc comes back and it's sticky.
I've been watching you 4 times now in 3 days. Have you tried to rent Zootopia from me?
You try to tell me this movie's fucking deep. Oh, I'm sorry, you didn't know racism existed? Huh? Wake up, knucklehead. Where you been? You been living under a rock? Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, no, it's actually got some grown-up messages in it. You know what else has grown-up messages in it? Movies that aren't for children. Any movie. Pick any fucking movie in this box that doesn't have a colorful little box art with a troll on it, and boom, that movie also has grown-up messages. You fucking stupid idiot. You Arrested Development piece of shit.
However, if you choose Paddington 2, that one's on him.
Well, that one's a good movie.
That one's on him. You punch in Paddington 2, he gets out of the box and goes, listen, you got good taste. And usually, and I'm trying to run a business here, but you seem stand up enough to choose this movie, so I'm gonna let you have this one for a week.
He just looks at you, he's like, first time?
If you try and rent Zootopia, here's his strat, is that he holds on to the disc from the inside of the machine so you can't pull it out to buy enough time for the police to get there and hopefully execute you. I'm just saying, that's a bunny, you fucking pervert, okay?
She is 2 feet tall, you fucking psychopath.
I saw you licking your lips. Don't try and talk your way out of this one.
I've got it all recorded in here.
I make TikToks. It's another hustle I got going on.
How much do you pay for rent? He like sticks a microphone out.
Can you name 8 continents?
I don't recognize any of these goddamn movies.
Yeah, we know, Tay. You literally do live under a rock.
It's not... Yes.
You live under a rock.
But also, I just don't care about movies. Why does everyone care about movies so much?
But you know what? I don't know.
I'd watch Detective Pikachu again, though.
Shut the fuck up.
I know. You know what else needs to shut the fuck up? This show. So go ahead and leave a like, favorite, comment, and or review. Really helps us out. Gets us into curated lists. Helps us beat that algorithm, baby. And if you want to join in the Discourse, you can join our Discord. And you can find that information in the description of wherever you're listening to this episode.
You can also go to youtube.com/shapelessmedia to find every single episode of this show and hundreds of other videos.
You know why people like movies, okay? They got hot, okay? They describe the human condition in visual format with sights and sounds and colors to match your emotions. Put to screen, okay? With some of the biggest stars in the world. That's what people love about the movies, okay? And if you try and rent this dog shit, okay, I will literally blow up your house, okay? I'll give you a bunk DVD that's gonna superheat your Blu-ray player and blow it the fuck up. We've now reached the part of the show where you can say whatever you want. Doesn't matter.
I think movies were made up by the government to get people to spend more money on popcorn because the popcorn is subsidized by farmers, and that's how they make sure the agricultural sector has enough work.
I loved how you picked up your tone like, I'm landing it. When in fact, the plane had split in half midair, blew both engines, and you did not sully this one. Sorry, gang.
Psst, hey, you want to rent The Accountant? Ben Affleck says the N-word in this one. You're like, I don't think that's true. And it's like, what, are you going to fact check me? No one's ever seen The Accountant.
He does in my uncle's cut. We've been playing around with artificial intelligence.
And we don't like Matt, and we do not like Benny Affleck and Matt Damon. Those guys are from our neighborhood. We fucking hate them. Pieces of shit.
So we can make him say whatever the fuck we want. You want to hear Matt Damon say the slurs that you always wanted him to say so that you can cancel him?
You want to know why Matt Damon bought that zoo?